Hello, welcome to Crochet Through May. Today we're going to learn a new stitch. It is called the popcorn stitch. And if you see on here, it really just adds a little bit of texture to your afghans. Gives it a different look. Now today I'm using a medium weight yarn. I'm using Peaches and Cream in yellow. And then I'm using my H hook. To start, you're just going to do your chain, and of course your chain length is going to vary depending on what your project is. For today, I'm just going to do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we'll do 13. Now you're going to do a double crochet in your third chain from your hook. And you'll do one double crochet in each chain all the way across. This is just our foundation row. Okay, so now that we're done with that, you'll turn your work and then just chain 2. I'm going to do 2 more double crochets just to give a little bit of distance from that edge. Alright, so now we're going to do our very first popcorn. And to do that, here in your next stitch, you're going to do 5 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you're going to pull this a little long and you're going to take your hook out. Now, go in to the top of your first double crochet. So it's going to be right here of your 5 that you did together. So you can see my 5 here, and then my chain's in the top of that one. And then grab this loop again. And you can pull it a little tight. And then you're just going to do a slip stitch there. And then chain 1 to close it off. And there's your first little popcorn. Now, then you'll just go right into the next chain, or into the next stitch, I'm sorry, and do another double crochet. And I'm going to do 3 across, again, just to give a little space. And you can do really whatever spacing you want to do. So there I have my 3. And then in this next stitch, again, we're just going to do 5 double crochets in that stitch to do our next popcorn. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again, I'm going to take my hook out. There are my 5 together. I'm going to put my hook into the top of that very first of this grouping. Put my loop back around and pull it tight. And then just slip stitch. And then chain 1. And then I'm going to do 3 more double crochets across. Actually, we're at the end, so I'm just going to go ahead and do one last one there. And then we'll turn our work and I'll show you how you work it when you're working from the back now. If you look, this is the back. It's just flat, whereas the other side has our popcorn stitches sticking off from it. Now to do this, same thing, you're just going to chain 2. And then I'm going to do double crochets until I reach that first popcorn. And then, see, I'm at the popcorn stitch now. You just go into the back of that. You'll see a little spacing, just like that. Then you'll just work your double crochet in through there. Now to do our popcorn stitch from the back, you're going to start out the same way by doing 5 double crochets in one stitch. Three, 4, and 5. And now this time you'll take your hook out again, and here's my grouping of 5. Instead of putting your hook in this way, we're actually going to bring our hook in from the back and grab our loop and then do our slip stitch and our chain. And that just ensures that the popcorn is going out in the same direction as the popcorns were in our first row. And so then this will still always remain our back. And then the same thing, you'll just do a couple double crochets for spacing. And I'll show you another one real quick in here. So do 5 together. Alright, there's my 5. And then again, bring your hook in to the top of that very first double crochet that you did here. Bring it in from the back. And then grab your loop and you'll do your slip stitch and then chain 1 just to close it off. And then you see there that our back is just smooth. And then when you flip it over, we have our popcorn stitches on there. Alright, if you have any questions, just comment below or contact me through Facebook and I will get back to you with an answer. Thank you.